Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2. We just began the final chapter and just visited the Aramis Academy School Festival. We just arrived and got contacted by Zin and Ren to accompany Elaine or Agnes respectively. Zin argued that Elaine is worried about another terrorist attack on the Academy and having Van with her would calm her down. But he also emphasized that it is highly unlikely because the CID also has their people here. And Agnes is apparently running herself ragged as she's trying to help everyone at school. And Ren asks that we make sure she gets a bit time to herself and relax. So I think Ren's sales pitch was better, so contact Agnes. Also the game said we can change later.
I'm so sorry. I feel like Ren gave you the wrong idea. Are you sure you don't mind? I was planning to carve out some time to check out the festival on my own. Besides, I thought you'd want to spend your time with Elaine. And Renee.
I've got plenty of time on my hands, and I was already going to be meeting up with you later anyway. I also got to do my alumnus duties, and I could use an assistant advisor. So I thought I'd ask if you wanted to do your rounds with me. Our work will be much easier if we do it together. Many hands make for light work and all that.
Well, I'll be more than happy to accompany you. I'm a little anxious about whether the festival will be to your tastes, but I do hope you enjoy it.
Don't stress. I'm sure I'll have a good time. Like I said earlier, though, I might have to duck out for a bit later on. I want to see if there's any 4 SPGs in Aubert and Old Town.
Sure, I'd be happy to help with them. I was planning to check the area outside the school later anyway. Old Town is a little far, but I think I can afford to sneak off, as long as it's during my break.
Sounds good to me. Alright, let's get moving.
Obtained Agnes, Swim, Nadia, and Ren's Student Council bands. You must check out 4 festival activities with either Agnes or Elaine. After the Orba District, Old Town, and the movie theaters will become available. Activity points are used to attend festival activities with other party members. 4 SPG and connection events are also available. You can end free time from your travel menu once 2 or more semi-required 4 SPGs have been completed.
I'm really happy that I get to wander around the school festival with you. It's making me a little emotional, actually. Looks like all the effort I put in was worth it.
Hey, it's too early for the sappy talk. The thing's barely getting started. Well, even if you are sort of running the show, that don't mean you can't enjoy yourself, right?
Right.
Then I invite you to come by.
Planner launched!
Okay. So many.
Thanks, I appreciate it. You sure? Well, okay.
Thanks a bunch! lunch.
Try your luck.
Now, we have 16 activity points. But do we in other games we had when we used activities, it passed time of day. Is that here similar or? Kinda doubt it, but I still would like to take a look around the academy before committing to anything. It's time for you to fess up, Daddy. Albert's just a childhood friend, I swear. Well, you sure seem to pay a lot of attention to someone who's just a childhood friend. That's because he's such a handful. I mean, he's like a little brother to me more than anything. And anyway, you can see it too, right? Albert's feelings for... Yeah. But let's really real for a second. Those two are never going to happen. So ruthless. Anyway, I probably won't be at Aramis when he gets rejected, so that means you're the only one left to comfort him. And I definitely will, but don't you think it's a little mean of us to be so blasé about it? Besides, I feel like I should be encouraging him right now. Of course, I'll be rooting for you and Swin too. You'll get him for sure, Nadia. Daddy, I love you. Sounds like we're getting pretty excited about something. Albert has feelings for someone, I wonder who. I've received reports of a suspicious individual in the area. Escorting him to the operation headquarters immediately. What are you doing? I'm patrolling. Gotta keep the streets clear of creepy old men. Hey. She looks the part, right? Especially with that armband. She definitely does. Thanks for helping out with festival management, Nadia. It's no big deal. Just jealous that you two get to go on a lovey-dovey date while I'm working. I wanna go on a date with us. Oh, don't worry. I set something up for you guys later. A date? We're just taking a look around the festival. Sounds like progress in my book. Well, anyway, it goes against my policy to fraternize with civilians, so I'll be getting back to work. Catch you later. You got this, Agnes. That? I'll do my best. Okay, I know what I just said, but I'm super curious. Tell me where you two went, please. I need it for the future. Just get back to work already. The Aramis Academy Festival is finally here. You know, I heard you and your team were acting as advisors this year. Want to give us a word or two on how preparation went? Nah, not really my style. I mean, yeah, we gave some advice here and there, but this was a student-led project at the end of the day. We're not the ones that should be in the spotlight. Yeah, I guess you've got a point. Still, it's too bad. I was hoping to get an interview with you for once. Well, no matter, I just have to ask the students about what working with you was like. You're like a treasure trove of material for me, you know? Especially with all the stuff you've gone through. But anyway, I'm glad everyone was able to get the festival set up. Those 3 days. Our beliefs, our actions. I see now that the news can be used to manipulate people's perceptions of the world. It's really made me aware of how much responsibility journalists hold, now more than ever. Well, sounds like you've done some maturing lately. Come to think of it, Maria still has her memories intact, doesn't she? Anyway, did that make me sound respectable or somewhat? We should probably put that stuff aside for the moment though. I mean, today's supposed to be about a festival. I'll make sure I get the interviews with anyone and everyone. We'll be waiting for you. There are all kinds of famous people here today. I should try to get some interviews with them too. Alright, time to head into the fray. I need to see the culmination of all my son's hard work. I know he told us not to come, but as a parent, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm so excited to see what kind of performance he's in. No matter how much we asked at home, he'd never tell us. That's why you had to come to see for ourselves.
Oh, what a coincidence. Please, have a look around.
This position's perfect. Now I can be on the lookout for all the cute girls that come to the festival. Not that I intend to favor guests, of course. The school festival only happens once a year, so that means we need to do our best to give everyone a good experience.
Anything strike your fancy?
Festival Frankfurter.
Thanks.
Doing rounds with you sounds exhausting. Well, the feeling's certainly mutual. Unfortunately, it's one of our expected duties as teachers. Why don't we start with the terminal room first? You're still a techno geek. Shouldn't we be going for efficiency here? I say we start with the music room. Says the audio file. Finally to decide with rock, paper, scissors. Alright, a simple game of statistics, I would lose.
Alrighty.
I won't leave the academy for now.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
Wonder where Harry and Sheena are at. Oh, Mr. Harker, I wanna try that. Can we do it? Please, please, please. You're talking about that grid game thing? Okay, I guess there's no harm in poking our heads in there. Maybe we even run into Harry and Sheena.
As well as a one-on-one basketball game.
I think Harry and Sheena said we were going to wander around before we got here. Really hope I can find an opportunity to apologize to Harry. Of course, I've got to find him first. This place was like trying to find a needle in a haystack. What do you think of this year's festival, Federica? Well, I suppose it's alright. Doesn't really lack for anything. Of course, they wouldn't have been able to pull it all off without the training we received during my time as student council president. You know, perhaps you're right. No, you see, half of what was meant to be a joke and the other half was meant to be being a sore loser. Either way, this year's festival is something truly extraordinary. It's true that much of what was accomplished was due to Miss Bright's exemplary leadership skills. However, it wouldn't be what it is today if they never broke tradition. Yes, I suppose that's true. I've seen many student councils come and go over the years, but some of our more wonderful achievements only came about during your time in office.
First day of the Aramis Academy Festival.
As you move into this next phase of your life, remember to be proud of all that you've accomplished.
That preserves the principles that Aramis,
Mr. Powell,
founder of our academy,
thank you.
firmly believed in.
Now there's the Powell I remember. Yeah, that's really nice of him.
Our entire
Right, she
student
graduated,
body has
right?
put their all into
She was a
creating
third year.
these activities, so please enjoy.
It's nice to have a few of our alumni back with us. I'm sure this year's festival will provide a wonderful experience for everyone. What have I done? Why do I have water in my eyes? Not crying, you're crying. I'm glad to see this year's festival is doing so well. I couldn't be more proud of our students. The school festival will last for a total of 3 days. I believe in work before play, so we're going to cram in all of our investigation on the first. And then let me guess you invite Zhao on one of the other days, right? What a joke. It would be beneficial for us to mingle with the Lee household. So if that's your plan, I won't interfere. Anyway, that's why I asked you to accompany me. I'll give you a call when I need your help, and you better pick up, got it? No promises. Well, I doubt your assistance will be required today, so feel free to enjoy yourself. Should have thought to bring one of my bombshell fans along. Oh well, nothing more wandering around by my lonesome. You go have fun with a little lady friend there, Kayvan. Like I need your permission to do that. Since the three of us are here together, I think we'll do a family-oriented activity. I'm glad to see the two of them have cooled a little over the past month. I want to test that. You can switch out.
I never thought the day would come when you'd finally make good on your promise.
Hey, it's not like I'm trying to make it up to you or anything. But you know, I just figured I'd escort the former student council vice president around.
Well, that's very kind of you, former general affairs manager and resident jack of all trades.
Thank you for coming to the first day of the Aramis.
Why did Jin... He really shouldn't have called you behind my back. I am fully aware that the likelihood of another terrorist attack is low. That's why I'm fine with doing this by myself. You don't need to...
But I want to. I was planning to wander around the school grounds anyway. Since you're doing the same thing, I figured I'd keep you company. What do you say, former student council vice president?
It's hard to believe 8 years have gone by since then. We were both so busy, we never did get to take it all in together. As I recall, a certain someone once promised me that they would, and I quote, "make time to relax and wander around campus with you later." I think now may be the perfect time for that person to make good on that promise.
Damn, she got me good.
I'm only teasing. Well, shall we take a look around then? I think we'll enjoy seeing what the new students of our alma mater have come up with. Oh, and if you plan on tackling 4 SPGs in Aubert and Old Town, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Good to know. Now let's get on out there and have some fun.
Good. I suspected there was a scene with the first choice was Elaine as well, like I was with Agnes, so I wanted to inspect that.
I never thought the day would come when you'd finally make good on your promise.
Hey, it's not like I'm trying to make it up to you or anything. But you know, I just figured I'd escort the former student council vice president around.
Well, that's very kind of you, former general affairs manager and resident jack of all trades.
To any.
Good, but let's reload. Seven hearts. Is it just me or are there things heating up in here? Look, there's some intense rounds of 7 hearts going on. It was yours by that to set this up, as I recall. Yeah, at first we were gonna have everyone play Vantage Masters. That game the Empire's been all over lately. The problem is it's a trading card game, so if you don't have your own deck, you're flat out of luck. Plus it isn't popular enough in Republic to stir up much hype. So instead I told them to pick up something people can take part in without needing to bring a whole stack of cards along. And 7 hearts fits the bill perfect. Yeah, probably wasn't the only option, but the one we went for. I can see why. A simpler rule set and dedicated decks make it easily accessible to others. The table we set up for teaching new players probably doesn't hurt either. Well, we've got opponents ready and waiting for us. Could be fun to see what we're made of. Not now. Well, looks like it's your win, Woody. Alright. How do you all like me now? Can't believe he managed to pull that off. Me and James got 4 in a row. Don't start getting all uppity, Woody. That was pure luck. Come on, let's go another round. Time for my revenge match. Prepare for humiliation. That damn Woody. He thinks he can show me up? So I'm glad to see he's getting into it. It's like everyone and their grandma is talking about the 7 Hearts thing. What's it all about? 7 Hearts is a 4-player competitive game in which players utilize playing cards based on various arts. It is, as they say, all the rage with a younger crowd at present. Players praise it for providing casual yet enjoyably tense games. Curious, Judith? Then why don't we join in? We were just about to start another round. I recommend playing a match or two. I believe you'll find it highly enjoyable. Sign me up. You're all going down. Actually, have I ever even won a card game before? I don't think I have. Somehow, that comes as a little surprise. Yeah, not to say you always wear your emotions on your sleeve, but you don't exactly have much of a poker face. Makes one wonder how you got to be an actress in the first place. Oh, shut up. I'll have you know I'm perfectly capable of hating my emotions when I want to. The talent and passion of the entire student body is on full display in this place. So this is what a school festival feels like. I'm happy I was afforded the chance to experience it myself. I will be meeting with Mirabelle in a short while. Suggest you spend your time with those you hold dear as well. Before I even set foot in here, Nina and I got mobbed by our fans. But we got away. Now the two of us and Rosette are getting a chance to relax. Hope you can carve out some time for yourself too. You've definitely earned a break after all the work you put into the festival. Today I discovered Rosette is a remarkably quick thinker. When a crowd of people were gathered around me and Judith, she swooped in and led us to safety. She was so swift yet gentle with how she went about it. It's thanks to her that we have this nice little moment of reprieve. Today is the day we've all been waiting for, so get out there and have yourself a good time. But wait, we've got some limited edition merchandise on sale. Feel free to take a look.
Take all the time you need.
A card battle tournament is being held in a classroom in the left wing on the first floor.
Sky blue athletic shoes for swim.
Do you have what it takes to oust our resident game master? Then I invite you to come by and try your luck.
Be seeing you.
You need your coffee fix? Look no further.
Salon de Aramis. Welcome to Salon de Aramis. Or de Aramis. Salon de Aramis. Please come in and relax. We guarantee an experience of pure luxury.
What would you like?
Parfait and a cafe grinder. For one.
Please stop by again sometime. Thank you for coming to the first day of the Aramis Academy Festival.
The Aramis Academy Festival. A truly wondrous event.
This festival
Well, I say that,
is
but
an
it rather
annual
evokes the
tradition
image of
that
children
preserves
playing
the
at being adults, don't you think?
principles that Aramis, the founder
Not at
of our
all.
academy,
Honestly, I think us
firmly
grown-ups could
believed
stand to
in.
learn a thing or two from these youngsters. What they lack in knowledge or technique, they more than make up for in creativity and passion. It's the kind of thing that really gets my creative juices flowing. Is that so? I suppose that means you got an idea for a new film? Well, I've always got ideas. The hard part's just figuring out which ones to work on and how to make the magic happen. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with then. Actually, now that I think about it, weren't you at the screening of that collab I just wrapped up? It's a shame we didn't get much of a chance to talk back then. Yes, I was, and I'll be honest, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. After all, both you and Lam have such vastly different approaches to directing. But their aesthetics mesh beautifully. The elaborate foreshadowing combined with a bold story structure is simply remarkable. I'd even be inclined to call it a masterpiece. Of course, that includes the scenes that appeal to your particular proclivities as well. It's all about sex and violence, baby. Would be entertainment without them. You're here.
Is an annual tradition that preserves the principles that Aramis,
Your Highness, Mr. Director,
founder of our
considering this is a
academy,
school event, you
firmly
might want to
believed in.
act with a little more decorum.
Our entire
That's
student
Cherit and
body
Gotti,
has put
alright.
their
They
all
never
into creating
change.
this year's activities, so
Hey, how's it
enjoy.
going, man? We missed you at the early screening. Would have loved to have had you. Trust me, no one's more disappointed than me. He just had been real tied up lately. Doesn't seem like Gotti remembers those 3 days. Promise I catch it once it's out for real. You're the man, Van. Can't wait to hear what you think. When I talk about igniting a man's fire, you know to what I'm referring, yes? You bet I do. In fact, if I were to take that one step further, I'd say... Let's talk about this some other time. Despite the large crowd, security of the perimeter seems to be more than sufficient. I doubt there's any danger here, but I best check in on Princess Zeta soon.
Volunteers from the sports
Well, if it is
club
Mr.
have set
Aqua
up
and his
some food
companions,
stalls in the
please come in.
as well as a
I had heard a
one-on-one
little
basketball
about it
game.
during the planning phase, but this maid cafe turned out rather nice, don't you think? Yes, the
Any
students all
daring
carry
challengers
themselves
out
so
there,
gracefully.
we've got prizes
It really
for
feels
us
like a
for
fancy
grabs.
tea party.
Why not give
I
it
heard
a
Elaine
try?
helped them procure food and set up the interior. But didn't you also help coach them on how to properly wait tables, Lila? Well, it was my pleasure. After so many years catering to my madame's every needs, it felt only natural to pass on my knowledge. Actually, back when I was still working in Libel, I had a few opportunities to teach new maids in her retinue, so this was quite nostalgic for me. You know, I heard rumors you were pretty sharp. Looks like we picked the right woman for the job. I'm glad to be of service. Having me teach in exchange for a purchase of wares from my store, it was a most interesting arrangement. And with a lovely outcome as well. I believe this will serve as good publicity for us. I have a suspicion I'll be seeing my food and tea sales rising soon. Perhaps I should consider increasing my inventory once the festival's over. You're a born saleswoman.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food stalls in the courtyard, as well as a one-on-one basketball game. To any daring...
Hey, look at that. They've got a monitor showing what's going on in the game. Grid Hackers was so taken aback when I learned they were setting up a hacking experience for a festival. This was on your recommendation as well, right one? They wanted to make an Orbital computer game, only problem was they were fresh out of ideas. That's when I remembered the hacking program we'd been using on those Orbital logs. Once I gave them a basic rundown, they latched onto the idea and ran away with it faster than I ever saw coming. Kato helped out from there. The end result's a little more geared to what your average show. That's just one thing. I get a feel of the player character, but seeing them plastered all over the posters feels a little jarring. Well, I for one think the model's adorable. They're already a hit with some of the students. Guess it's just me then. Anyway, what do you say we give a game a spin? Later. Prepare yourselves, Ihan, because I'm about to give you a thrashing of a century. You can certainly try, but I think you'd find that true skill is only strengthened with age.
As well as a one-on-one basketball game.
So far, say, you didn't study the course before, did you? Oh, come on, no need to sell yourself short, Elijah. You're right on my tail. That input speed of yours is truly impressive. That was a match of the ages. I'm so glad to see Ilhan enjoying himself for once. Usually he's on the other side of creating things. He never really gets a chance to see what others have created. Still, the game must be pretty interesting if we've got even Ilhan hooked. Yeah, we can do all that fun stuff later. Ah, the idols. Heck yeah, the second floor is where it's at. Who I wanna do this Chris King game thingy next? Aramis really is in a league of its own. You could tell me these events were made by professionals, I'd totally believe you. I say we go around to every single activity and make copious notes on anything and everything. No, girls, you need to chill out. We can go to some of the events, but remember, we're here for work too. We're not going overboard, got it?
The Aramis Academy Festival.
Okay. Who died and made you the boss of me, huh? Last I checked, I'm not part of your silly little group anymore. Silly? You wanna run that by me again, Natalie?
Firmly believed in.
Sailor's so unbelievably bossy, and she wonders why we were always at odds in the past. Oh well, I guess that's ancient history now. She's a capable partner in lure, and they can safely leave them to their own devices. Although they ought to be thinking about what they can glean from the aesthetics of the festival. I think I comp every wake of this place and see what I can learn for their sake. You get where I'm coming from, right? Like, it's fine to be excited and all, but, well, it's a bad job if we start wreaking havoc before we can even make it to the stage, you know? As long as we contain ourselves for a few hours, we'll be golden.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
I'm hanging out with Sailor and Natalie. Well, okay, we're not just hanging out, I guess. Technically got a show later, but until then, we're gonna party it up in here.
You need your coffee fix? Look no further.
We made a wide array of pieces on display this year. Most of them are from either current Aramis students or alumni. However, we've also decided to showcase pieces from our sister schools for the first time, such as Force Military Academy.
Why not give it a try?
They're all remarkable works of art. Would you care to take a look? Is this from Gaius? I can't believe they'd show a piece by my rival at the school festival. I mean, she's from the Empire. Oh, it's impressive. Oh, alright, you win again, Clara. But just you wait, I'll get you one of these days.
A card battle tournament is being held.
I'll capture my model's true essence on my next piece. Then you'll see. Oh, I heard this year's decorations were all made by a former graffiti artist. They're incredible, don't you think? The big sign outside was of their imaginings as well. Practically oozes with the spirit of rebellion, truly avant-garde. I'd love to meet the genius behind it all. Their sense of style is so unique. Ah, so Clara, yeah? I think the horse was also from Clara. This is a music room. It's where we practice performing our music. After our students provide a demonstration how to use the instrument, you'll be provided with one of your own to try it for yourself. Care to join us?
Music to my ears.
Oh, hello. It's so good to see all of you.
Left wing on the first floor.
No, what are Hamilton's disciples doing in a place like this? I can speak for them. They came to the festival because of me. I need some assistance with a hacking game the computer club and I were working on. Such a rambunctious event would not normally be to my liking, but I admit I am, at least slightly, taken by the sights. The quality of his performance is more than adequate as well. I take it you've heard this lovely melody, yes? Music and mathematics are interrelated, you see? If I convert this piece into a numerical equation, various patterns and regularities would surface. A number of prominent theories regarding this phenomenon have been put forth in recent years, and yeah, that's interesting and all, but you lost me halfway through. Come on, Yang, we're supposed to be having fun. You should turn the big old brain off and just relax. Well, in any event, I'm glad the two of you are enjoying themselves. Oh, by the way, it sounds like there's some delicious tea being served at the Eastern Tea House. Would you like to try some later?
Thank you for coming to
Of course we would. We'll go wherever you want, Cutter.
Festival.
I may as well, seeing as I'm already here. Professor Concrete is just a teensy bit warmer when he is around those two, isn't he?
The principles that
You might be right.
founder of our academy, firmly believed in.
I've been doing a lot of soul searching ever since we got through this horrible nightmare. I'm just so grateful Kato Yang and the professor were all there for me when I needed them most. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring the mood down. It's time to turn this frown upside down. It's a festival after all. The hacking game came together really well, but it sounds like it's got a lot of healthy competition. Okay, I'm gonna get out there and make some memories with my two dear friends. I heard from the researchers at the Institute of Science that Aramis' cafeteria delivers coffee of exceptional quality. Perhaps a small sample is in order then? Alright, I just remembered. Grant's supposed to be here in the capital today. She's probably too busy to come to the festival. Not that I know her exact schedule or anything, of course. Still, it would be great if everyone could be here, especially after everything we went through last month.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food stalls in the courtyard, as well as a one-on-one basketball game.
Oh, looks like the student council is using the suggestion box to collect surveys today. Yes, we are. We're trying to get feedback on things like people's overall opinion of the event, which groups were most popular. It should be helpful for our future festivals, including next year's. Guess we just have to explore the whole place, so I can give him a fair review. I put in a request to replace that Stahl's broken orbital stove, just like you asked. Perfect, you're a lifesaver, Julian. Sounds like things have been rather chaotic for you two. Definitely doing some firefighting by the sound of it. You guys at Aramis Festival actually have it rough. Oh, hello Agnes, and you. At any rate, yes, we've been dealing with some issues that came up, but thankfully we're still being able to carve out some downtime. It's thanks to Albert here that said issues were promptly dealt with. He anticipated them and prepared countermeasures in advance.
Have set up some food stalls in the courtyard.
He saved us all a lot of hassle, that's for certain. That's so, not bad, kid. Sounds like you're really stepping up your game. Keep it up and you'll be a shoo-in for student council president. We'll see. Nothing's decided until it's decided. True that. So have you thrown your name into the hat? Yes, yes. The next election will be in May. If I'm remembering right, they usually have at least one first-year student council member in the running. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I'm the most qualified candidate. I think Agnes would have been a better fit. I don't agree with that one bit. You're always good about putting others before yourself. It goes for that, me and everyone else. In my mind, that alone makes you a perfect man for the job. You more than deserve a title of Student Council President. And yes, I'm with Agnes on this one. You have my vote. Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, even if I worry that it's misplaced. Anyway, I think we ought to wrap this discussion up here. Thank you again for all you've done as advisors. If you don't mind doing the rounds to make sure everything is going okay, I'd appreciate it. You got it, boss. Joe's been helping me out so much with all of this. Honestly, I feel bad for asking him for so many favors. So have you ever given any thought to joining the student council? I can recommend you if you like. I'm sure Julian would be a great addition to the team. I'm flattered, but I don't know if I could do that, given that I'm returning to the Empire sometime this semester. Alright, I remember you mentioning you didn't want to keep your friends in Class 7 waiting. I'm sure your grandfather, former general of the Imperial Army, is eagerly awaiting your report as well. He definitely is. Does it mean this guy's last name is... Unfortunately, I have to leave the Republic before too long. But until that day comes, I'll do whatever I can to assist the Student Council. If you need anything at all, just say the word. Understood. I'm sure I'll be taking you up on that offer sometime soon. Huh. Nice to see good friends getting along.
Well...
So, what was the general's name? Van Dyke. Is he Van Dyke's grandson? Alright, it's time I got back to work. I would like to do as much as I can before I have to leave for the Empire. Oh, I'm getting a migraine thinking about the student council elections. Really, I should just be focused on the job that's in front of me.
The founder of our academy firmly believed in. Our entire student body has put their all into creating this year's activities, so please enjoy.
We have a number of books about the Calvadian Revolution on display this year. We invite you to take a trip through history with us. Wow, this library is much more interesting than I thought it would be. It's got all the books on the Calvadian Revolution. We never studied that in depth back in the Central East, now that I think about it. They've got biographies of the revolutionaries, information on the modern history of the Republic too. It's also new to me. Same, they never really taught us about this stuff in Elsheim either. Now we get to read about the history and see what the Republic and other Western countries thought about ours. That's a good point. I never had a chance to read books with an objective, analytical perspective on the Central East. Well, now it's as good a chance as any. Our generation is starting to become more internationalized, so I say we take advantage of this opportunity. Sounds like a plan. Thanks again for inviting me to the festival, Mund. I'll be getting to see the International Cultural Exchange announcement soon. That's yet another reason why I'm glad we came here today. I'm lucky to be a part of this generation. We get to go beyond family, tribes and borders to walk hand in hand with people from other cultures. It's a good thing I took Mund up on his offer. I hope we get to see all kinds of cool things together while we're here. Honestly, I kind of invited Kalia on a whim. The timing just happened to work out and our schedules were conveniently aligned. Never thought we'd stumble upon a place like this and end up bonding over it. Could it be Arusha at work? Well, either way, she looks to be enjoying herself. I'm really glad I asked her to come.
In a classroom in the left wing on the first floor.
The story of the Calvadian Revolution. This is Van's script.
Do you have what it takes to oust our resident game master? Then I invite you to come by and try your luck.
Alright.
for coming
International
to the first day of the
relations,
Aramis Academy
hmm?
Festival.
Welcome to the International Relations Room.
This festival
We
is
have
an
lots of
annual
information on
tradition
Calvert's
that
neighboring countries
preserves the
here.
principles
Please
that
feel free to take a
Aramis,
look.
the founder of our academy, firmly believed in.
I've heard so many wonderful things about your performances. Ah,
Our
thank you.
entire student body
You hear
has
that,
put their
Sarah? She
all
praised
into
us.
creating this year's activities.
You honor us with your
So
words, Your
please
Highness.
enjoy.
Please, there's no need to be so formal. Helping spread traditional Central Eastern dance throughout Calvert not only helps create harmony with the public, it also helps promote friendly relations with the Central Eastern countries like Elsheim. I think what you two are doing is lovely. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but we never really considered that before. We're just happy to have people come and watch our dance. Well, I see nothing wrong with that. I believe that pure-hearted nature of yours is what allows your art to truly shine. As long as you keep in touch with that part of yourself, I'm sure you continue to win both hearts and minds for years to come. You've got such a way with words, Princess. You're so cool. Well, just know that I'll be rooting for both of you.
All the attendees seem to be enjoying themselves.
Thank you
Yeah,
for coming to the
and
first
we'd
day
better
of
have
the
some fun of
Aramis
our
Academy
own.
Festival.
You've got booths, events, a special performance. Oh yeah,
This festival
wanted
is
to
an
ask you
annual
something.
tradition that
We had a
preserves the
bonfire on the
principles
first
that
and last
Aramis,
days of our
the
festival.
founder of our
You
academy,
guys gonna do that
firmly
too?
believed in.
Yes, we were hoping to have everyone who helped with this year's festival be there.
Our
Oh,
entire student
well, in
body
that case,
has put
I'll
their
be
all
happy to
into
show
this
up.
year's activities. So please enjoy.
I've been waiting to meet these two for quite some time now, and we just happened to stumble into each other here. I suspect I'll be blessed with many more serendipitous encounters today. We got compliments by a real-life princess. Wow, me and Sarah are finally at the big time. I kid. I know we're not quite in the same league as the other industry big shots just yet. I bet you're closer than you think. Keep building your rap like you have been, and you'll reach stardom in no time. You think? Well, I'm not in for any rush. Being famous will mean more work and less time to hang out with you guys. Nah, not necessarily. I mean, look at Judith. She's famous and she gets away with slacking off all the time. Oh yeah, point taken. I really hope Judith doesn't find out you said that. For your sake.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food
Have Ferry and
stalls in the
Rosette been doing
courtyard,
okay?
as well as a one-on-one
Yeah, why?
basketball
Alright.
game.
Because of a corrosion. Guess you remembered everything that happened, huh? Not exactly, our memories are a little
Any
hazy,
daring
but I do
challengers
remember
out
us
there,
helping
you've
out of
got
a
prizes
mache.
that are up for grabs.
Again, we
Why not
really
give it a
appreciate
try?
everything you did for us. If it weren't for that performance you put on, we might not have been able to bring Ferry back. Still kinda feels like we did all that in a dream or something, but no prob. If you ever need our help again, just say a word. Not that we expect anything that crazy to happen again, of course.
Alrighty.
Aramis school festivals really are a cut above. Like seriously, I can't believe this was all put together by students. Nate, are you listening to me? Oh, you better not be spacing out on me. Did you forget that we're here on a date? No, I didn't. I just in shock, like, it still hasn't sung that you actually asked me out. Does it mean we're back on? Seriously, are you really going to make me spell it out to you? Fine, listen, I haven't forgotten how you saved me from that stalker. And I know the only reason you stood me up before was because you were snowed under with work. I know I said we are through, but I take it back. I still want to be with you, if you still want to be with me. Hell yeah, you know I do. You're the best, babe. I just got a big fat raise, so I'm gonna treat you to whatever you want. Huh, didn't realize he was here too. Sounds like this year made today. Oh, hi Agnes, how's it going? I bet you're dead tired after getting everything ready for the festival. We all appreciate your hard work. Oh, Nate? It's not what it looks like. I'm just making small talk, I swear. Thank you for your kind words. Well, he's a bit less of a chicken shit these days, but he still hasn't learned his lesson. Gotta avoid those landmines, man.
Step right up. Test your smarts at the quiz tournament.
This must be that quiz King of Aramis competition. Gotta say, the setup is pretty legit. They went all in converting the faculty lounge into a game show stage. With help from the teachers, of course. What happened to all the desks and stuff that used to be in here? We were moved into the principal's office. By the way, Van, I heard you played a major role in planning this event. What sort of guidance did you give him? It wasn't as big of a deal as you think. The questions they originally picked were skewed in a way that made them almost impossible. So I suggested they widen their appeal by throwing in some freebies the attendees can feel confident about. when they actually gave him some coaching on how to tell different types of contestants apart and gear things accordingly. That must have been the CID analyst in him. Hey, gotta use what the goddess gave you. The guy takes his role as a former grad seriously. Top of that, Miss Toa even offered to host the show for us. This never would have come together so nicely if it weren't for everyone pitching in. Well, no use standing around. Let's go see what they got in store. You know, you make a pretty great host, Toa. Guess I should have expected that much. Thank you, man. I admit I was a little hesitant about it at first, but the students really wanted my help. I figured the least I could do was try and give it my all. Well, we really appreciate it, Miss Toa.
This festival is an annual tradition that preserves the
Oh man, there's way more fun than I thought it would be. All the questions were really tough, but it felt like the difficulty was tailored to each contestant. I think they said something about using a profiling method to provide each person with questions they'd be able to answer. Honestly, it was so cool, it almost makes me want to sign up myself. Wonder if I could use that method for one of my riddles. Hey, aren't you the guys who signed up with me before? Oh yeah, you're Parsi, right? We met last year. Yeah, we sure did. I put together a game for Revolution Festival last year. It was a pretty big hit. Unfortunately, though, I've gotten pretty busy since then, so I'm fresh out of ideas for the moment. That's why I'm at the Aramis Academy Festival. Well, that and because I heard Ren was going to be here. I'm glad I came. There's going to be so many surprises, and once those are done, I'm going straight back to planning my next riddle game. Hey, that last one was actually pretty fun. Glad to hear it. I hope you look forward to my next game.
A card battle tournament is being held.
This festival is amazing. Considering Ren's the student council president, though, I shouldn't be surprised. Anyway, it seems like the quiz game has a limited number of questions in the repertoire, so maybe I challenge it again? I really need to figure out how to package this kind of excitement to my own games.
Step right up. Test your smarts at the quiz. Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
I never realized school festivals are so much fun. Where should we go next? Oh, it's so hard to decide, but I need to make up my mind quick. It's alright to take some time to think it over, you know? After all, there's still plenty of daylight left. Okay, but Daddy, you're... Amia's just a little down because she knows you're going back to Crossbear soon. She's been really focused on making sure we have as much fun as possible today, while we're still together as a family. I know you get to come home more often than you used to, but I still miss you when you're gone. That's why I just wanted this to be special. I see. Well, thank you, Amia. I feel the same way. I can't help but miss you too whenever I'm away, but knowing that you're both safe and happy in the Republic, that gets me through it all. Anyway, what do you say we get out there and have some fun? We should remember to take our time with these things as well. It'll all be for nothing if you wear yourself out, right? Right. I think we're going to have a wonderful time today. Oh, I know you two. You helped us out that one time on Nemeth Island. Fancy meeting you here. We wanted to make the most of this opportunity since work often keeps me away from my wife and daughter. That's why I'm going to spend all day today playing with my little girl. I'm so happy Daddy feels the same way I do. Now we just have to decide what route we want to take for the festival. I really am happy the three of us can spend time together as a family for once. I'm a lover of art, so I'm really looking forward to this festival. I hear they have a good many paintings and sculptures on display, so maybe the three of us can go take a look later. The Eastern Tea House.
They really went all out this year.
It's kind of funny hearing Sigourney fumble all over herself. I guess that one's probably on me though. See, I gave her some advice earlier. I told her that if all fails, she should just be herself. Customers like sincere service after all. Hey, what's up? Didn't realize the two were gonna be at the festival. Yeah, well, we just have a little business to take care of at all. Yes, some very serious business. I see. Alright, have you decided on what you're ordering? Actually, they already took our order a minute ago. So we bet on whose order would get here first. The drinks don't count, just a meal. Gambling addicts through and through.
Well,
I got a small platter, Hell ordered a salad. The loser picks up the other tab. And we all know who's gonna win. Hint, it's not the plastic bastard next to me. Thanks for, welcome to the Eastern Tea House. Can I get you, would you like to see our menu? I just can't use to all these stock phrases. Maybe I should just stick with how I usually talk.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food stalls.
Customer service is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
One-on-one basketball
Welcome
game.
to our Eastern Tea House.
To any daring challengers out there, we've got prizes.
Lapis lazuli head clip for Ren. For Sally's glass.
See you
Oh,
again.
I don't really need the glass because Sally's is full. But I think there's an achievement for getting all reward items or all gifts. Good heavens, take smaller bites, Gigi. This isn't a race, you know? But the food is so good. I'll admit, I'm a little surprised at the quality myself. It's on even footing with some of the fancy restaurants we've been to. The food I had to eat back in my academy days doesn't even remotely compare. Which I guess shouldn't come as any surprise. Hey Daddy, I want to go to school here. Oh my, well you have to study real hard then, sweetie. Ah, I hate studying. Okay, then I just be a police officer like Daddy. You think becoming a cop's going to be easy, do you? At the academy you have to get up bright and early every morning. And you'll be put through some real tough training. It's enough to make grown men weep. Think you can get through it without crying, Gigi? Nope, but I want to grow up to be just as cool as you, Daddy. You really look up to your daddy, don't you? Well, you still have plenty of time to decide your future. Right now, I think you should focus on developing your interests. That'll help narrow down what you really want to do. I didn't know Dasvani was here with his family. I don't often get to see the Inspector act so fatherly. Now what should we check out next? What my recommendation, I'd go for the card game room on the first floor, or the Eastern Tea House. There's also the Quiz King game. Might be a little tough for your daughter, but I'm sure she'd still have fun. Oh yeah, I remember hearing that you helped out at the festival. Very well, I never thought I'd say this to you, but I'll take your word for it.
The Aramis Academy Festival.
My dad is off duty today. Don't know what it means, but he says it's sort of like having a day off. No, not really. I miss him because he's not around a lot, but I know he's just busy doing super cool police stuff. Going to Aramis would be fun, but I really want to be a police officer.
Our entire student body has put their all into creating this year's activity.
Whatever path Gigi decides to take in the future, I support her all the way. If she wants to come to Aramis, well, she will have to work extra hard to pass the entrance exam. Maybe while we're here, I can check and see what the examination process is like. The plan was to spend some time here together as a family today, but that seems to have derailed. Sheena went off with Harry and Mark is wandering on somewhere with Hawker. I don't mind though. It's been much too long since I went out on a date with my husband, so I think I will treat this as such. I can't believe students did all this. They find new ways to blow me away year after year. I did hear they recruited some outside help, but still I'm impressed. All the design work is simply phenomenal. I'd like to go on a leisurely stroll through this place and just take it all in. Wonder if Hawker was able to work up enough to apologize to Harry. I think I'll check on him later. I'll always be there for him when he needs me.
To any daring challengers out there,
welcome to Aramis Academy's limited time student cafeteria. We have a few special items on offer today. You won't find them anywhere else, so make sure you bring a healthy appetite.
Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
If your stomach's too full already, why not hit the basketball court? It'll get you hungry in no time. Seriously, I recommend you come to us on an empty stomach. Every festival I go more and more impressed with the Aramis students. I'll have to make sure I work hard enough to support them. Good, but I think I end the episode
So far, so good. Everything's going smoothly. Still, it's a little strange. The school feels like a completely different place with all the decorations we put up.
That change of scenery is what makes these events so much fun. She might be on break, but her eyes are totally lit up. She's grown a lot over this past year.
The founder of our academy
As I wanted to say,
firmly believed
I
in
want to end the episode here and we continue this next time. Until then,
Our
I'm Mace and
entire student
don't
body
get
has put
lost.
their all into creating this year's